Hi, welcome to Playing for a Second. I'm Josh. Today I'm going to be playing through my second session in my Kingdom Legacy Feudal Kingdom campaign. If you watched the first video, you'll notice that I did indeed make several rules errors, as well as some pretty bad strategic errors that I noticed. I did my best to point that stuff out in the video on the screen with some captions, so hopefully all that made sense, but I do need to do a little bit of correction before I start on my second session here. I left off at card 35 in the deck of 70, which is when the campaign ends. So we're going to pick up there where we left off the last time. Before that, again, I'm going to fix some errors. So here we've got the cards in question. The first error that I had in the game was to do with this treasury card. I've gone ahead and rectified that. I was playing it incorrectly, again, as I notated on the screen in video 1. But you have to spend your entire turn in order to do the treasury storage action. I did that one time correctly. So I actually did cross off the first space in my treasury. So that is all rectified and ready to go. I did reset my army card, as you saw in the first session as well. The other big mistake that I made that I'm going to have to go back and do some correction was when I got to card number 24. I did not read the text for efficiency down here at the bottom correctly. It said choose one building. I chose my lumberjack and boost its production to make it produce one more of a resource it already produces. I didn't do that. I actually chose a sword at that time. So I went ahead and crossed off the sword and added a wood to the lumberjack because that's what it produces already. So that's rectified. However, I did use that sword at one point to defeat this bandit. So I've taken this bandit out of my trash and put it back into play. I've gone ahead and rectified my sticker sheet as well. I erased the mark I had on my sword and put it onto my wood. So these are good to go. I believe that is all the corrections. So we're going to go ahead and get these shuffled up with our 2 new cards. No decisions to be made when these come into play. So we'll just get these shuffled up and start our next round. So yeah, I knew I was going to make some rules mistakes. This game does not have a ton of rules overhead. It's actually pretty streamlined. However, with all the cards coming into play at once and constantly trying to make decisions about those cards that are sitting in front of you, there's definitely some opportunity to misthink or misinterpret some of the rules, some of the cards, and that's basically what I did yesterday. I didn't read that card thoroughly enough. I was just excited to be able to boost something at that time, and I really knew I wanted a sword. So I'll have to find another way to get swords to deal with these bandits. But we did rectify it, like I said, so we are ready to go. So let's get started with turn number 1. Okay. So here's another one. It needs a bunch of stone, and I'd really like to get this lake upgraded because this lighthouse gets to stay in play. And it just lets me discard the top card of my deck, which is really cool because, like, yesterday I know I had the big strategic error I made yesterday was with the bandit on top. I brought him into play for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I think I just wanted to get through the deck. But that would have been a nice way to just discard that off the top using that permanent ability. But let's see what we can do here. I might advance. Let's go ahead. Ooh, or do I want... No, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to go ahead and spend these 2 gold to upgrade this ashlands into a young forest. And then later on, I can use my turn to put an X in order, star, add sticker 2 as production here. Okay. Interesting. So that's going to start adding some more wood production potentially. But the big thing it did is it got rid of that -2 that was sitting on that ashlands. So that's a benefit. Whoops. I shuffled in the card I needed to get rid of. All right. Hey, there's that school. Unfortunately, I don't have any persons in play, so I really can't take advantage of its upgrade, and I don't see one sitting on top of my deck, so I don't know if I really want to get into that. Not much else to upgrade, though. I could use my shrine to keep my school in play at the end of this round. And then hopefully a person comes out. All right. Excuse me. Let's see. I need wood to upgrade both of these cards. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to advance, and we'll see what happens. And I got gold. and another building on top here. So I don't know if it's going to pay to advance again. So I think what I might do is spend these 3 gold to upgrade my shrine, and that's going to become a sanctuary, and then I can discard to make up to 2 other cards stay in play. So it just increases its benefit and increases its point value for the end of the game. So these will disappear. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these because I just upgraded my shrine, so I can actually take advantage of it. But I think that'll be important for later. Okay, got a bandit. It's going to unfortunately cover up this farmlands when it comes into play. I will bring this person in, though, because... sorry, I'm going to advance to bring that person in because I have this card here, this arsenal. This is going to let me gain 1 sword for each person in play, and then I can use that sword to defeat this bandit and gain some resources that I might be able to use. So that's pretty neat. I think I will do that, actually. So I will... Now, let me see. Do I want to upgrade this person, though? What do they become? A laborer, which gets me a stone, or I could get it potentially later to... Oh, that's cool. Reset to add any resource sticker as production on any stage of this card without stickers. So you can kind of customize that worker a little bit. All right, right now I am going to do this. I'm going to gain a sword for each person in play by discarding this. Okay, I've done that. I've gained a sword. There is 1 person in play. I have 1 sword available. I'm going to do this ability here, spend that sword to defeat this card and gain any 2 resources. So this card is going to be leaving the game, which frees up the farmlands there. And I do have 2 resources at my disposal if I wanted them. I don't think I want them because I already have enough wood. I have 3 wood and I need 3 to upgrade my farmlands into a food barn, which once it comes out again, will be able to stay in play until it is used, which is really nice. So you're not having to dig through your deck to try to find the card. All right, that felt like a pretty productive turn. Oh, here's another 2 people that I got right at the end of session 1. I could discover the school. I've already done that, so I don't need to do that again. I could upgrade him, though, if I had the right items. There's a bandit coming out. I don't think I want to bring him into play. I need 4... I do need gold, though, to upgrade this. Right now, I don't really have anything to do on my board. So, I'm actually going to use... You know what? No, let's take advantage of these people while I have them in play. Let's advance. All right, so the bandit is going to cover up that chapel that just came into play. But I am going to advance again and see what we can do here. Okay, a lot of stuff going on here. I do have just the 1 gold, unfortunately. I needed 4 to upgrade my inventor. I also don't have any wood. Yikes. I do see 1 gold waiting here, potentially. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring the next 2 cards into play. Boy, I'm really burning through this deck this turn. That's okay, though. I think I can maybe do something once I unveil this card down here, potentially. So I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm going to go ahead and use this gold and this gold in order to spend them for a sword. So I'm going to spend 2 gold, and I'm going to mark off just the 1 sword. And I'm going to use that sword to defeat this bandit, which is going to immediately discard this card and give me any 2 resources. I believe the resources that I'm going to want... Oh... If I had... So these are all discarded. But it did give me the ability to get to some money here now. I would really like to have a 3rd wood, because then I'd be able to actually be able to move this entrepreneur. But what I'm going to do instead... Okay, all right, I'm going to advance again. Oh boy, this is crazy. May have made some bad decisions here, but we're going to go ahead and use the 2 oh no, because when cards come into play, I lose the resources. That's right. You can't generate resources and then bring cards into play because those resources go to waste. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna advance and just waste those resources, I guess, because I don't have anything else I can do. I'll advance again just to get through that deck. That's not going to help me do anything. The unfortunate thing is that also didn't give me what I needed. So I don't think I'm going to be able to take a turn. And this is awful. What I will do is I'll use this entrepreneur. And there's a barrel, so I will use my export card. I'll just make a little mark here on my card that I've done 1 export. And again, the export card is really neat because once you get to 10 and then 20 and 30, it unlocks abilities as you gain those goods. Boy, I am sorry I'm taking so long on this turn, but I have really put myself in a rough spot here, to the point where I don't really have anything to do. I can get 2 gold, and that's about it. Okay, I can get a gold and a wood, I guess, and at least upgrade this. Let's do that so that our turn isn't totally wasted. I will use the chapel for a gold, the servant for a wood, and that'll upgrade my swampland into an accessible swamp, which gives me a point and gives me the ability to turn that into a swamp garden later. Wow, that was rough. Oh, we've hit a stop card here. All right, it's time to set up some goals for your kingdom, something to strive for. Discover 5 cards this round instead of 2. The first 3 are goal cards. Okay, and these all have that red symbol at the top, which means right now when I discover them, I'm going to need to choose which side goes up. So it says for each card, you need to choose one of the sides. It cannot be changed later. All right, so these are all permanent. So these are all going to sit in play at the top. This is a goal for people. So I get 2 points per person. Or on the back, 2 per production of swords. I haven't seen a lot of that yet. So I think I'll keep this one face up. 70 or more cards in your kingdom, not counting permanent cards. This is worth -2 for each card missing from 70. Holy cow. So that means this looks like that's got that explorer guy on it. So I'm going to have to go back and find that card and upgrade that so I can start exploring lands. And this one's maximizer, worth -1 per card with exactly 0 points. Whoa. That's quite a few cards. Whew. All right, so we'll go for the cards, because again, I wanted to do exploring. I just haven't really gotten to it yet. And then this one is 35 if there's no enemy in your kingdom. All right, I don't know how that is going to play out. Or 25 if your production of barrels is 8 or more. Let's try to become a trader. All right, so that's kind of cool. You get to kind of customize what you want to go after. That's kind of neat. So those are just going to kind of sit up there as permanent goals for the rest of the game and give you a way to score points. But we definitely want a lot of cards. We want a lot of cards with barrels, and we want a lot of persons cards. So I'm hoping those can help. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is permanent. This is a jester. It's a person. Stays in play. I can discard the top card of my deck. Oh, I wonder if those are simultaneous. Or mark one of these. So it gives you a way to gain items or discard things. It looks like it's either or. But it looks like it's always available until you use it. Okay. And then this one just lets you mark 1 or 2. It looks like any of those items. That could be really useful, particularly like in the turn I just got into. But it is not a permanent card. This is going to stay in the deck at all times. Ooh. All right. Choose the land in play, gain its production resources, or... Oh, a storage. Stays in play. At the end of turn, discard to make another card stay in play. So this is kind of like those shrines. I think I have 2 of those at this point. So I'm going to actually go with this field worker. That feels really helpful. And discard the top card in your deck. Or I could mark one of these and gain the resources. And do those have to go left to right? I don't think so. It doesn't say that. So I think I can choose whatever of these that I want. I think I'm going to go with the Jester. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Jester, because whenever that comes out, it's going to stay in play. So, all right. So we did some exploring, or we did some discovering, I guess. That was a rough last round. So I'm hoping maybe some of those new cards come out this round, or early this round, so I can take advantage of it, especially the Jester. That looks like a really cool card that can kind of sit there and get you out of tight spots when you get into them, like I just did. All right, so now we've got our goals, and we'll be trying to kind of customize our kingdom to meet those goals now. I just haven't seen a lot of swords, so I'm a little concerned about that. But that's kind of why I tailored this to the non-military goals. So we'll see how that works. All right, so let's go ahead and get going here. All right. Okay, I might do that. Oh no, I don't. This mercenary, becomes a knight. I can name him. Oh, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. This is a big waste, but I don't see anything to use it to upgrade right now anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and use my turn here. And this is going to let me upgrade a person in play for free. And then this goes back to a school. What's on the back of this? Oh, yeah. So there's no way to actually upgrade to the other side. So I'm wondering how that... Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so I'm turning my small school. I'm using my small school, and then it becomes a school proper. So it's going to be able to be upgraded again later. So I'm going to use this to upgrade my mercenary into this, and we're going to call him Sir Alex. Not sure why, he just looks like an Alex to me. And this one's kind of neat. It's going to let me spend 3 iron to add sticker 5. Interesting. Or there's another option to spend 4 iron to add sticker 5. I'm assuming we're going to want to do... I haven't seen sticker 5 yet. I don't think I should look at it. But I'm assuming if you spend 4, you get a better reward. That's my guess. But we'll find out. So we just upgraded. That's going to end our turn. And we'll bring out 4 new cards. Oh, cool. There's that Jester. So he's going to stay in play. And I can either discard the top card of my deck, which is not beneficial right now, or I can mark one of these and gain those resources, which is probably going to come in handy pretty soon if I had to guess. I don't really have much to do here. This worker lets me basically gain resources, copy resources of another card. And right now I just have a gold, so it's not really going to do anything for me now. So I'm going to go ahead and advance and see what we get. Okay. Here's this person again. I'd like to get that upgraded into a hotel, this entrepreneur. It's going to cost me wood, and I don't have access to wood currently. I think I'm going to advance again. No, you know what? Let's upgrade this swamp. Let's do that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this entrepreneur for the barrel, the trade good again. So I'll go ahead and mark that down right here. And again, I need to have at least 8 or more production. So right now, as far as I know, I have 1 production of trade goods. So I'm going to need to really amp that up moving forward. But I'm going to spend these 2 gold. This was a stay and play card. It's going to be leaving right now because I'm going to be spending it. No, you know what? It's going to stay in play because, so when I use my Jester here, I'm going to cross off one of the wood and gold boxes. So I'm producing a wood I'm producing a gold, and then I'm going to use this building here as another gold. And that's going to let me upgrade my accessible swamp into a swamp garden. And this is going to start now generating some resources for me, some points, and even more important, this exotic fruit trees that I can get to later on that has 2 barrels, which I just said I need more production. So these are going to go away. This stays in play because I did not actually spend it this turn. Here comes the next cards. All right. Let's see. So I can go my turn, mark an X in order. If it's a star, add sticker 2 as production here. So this is a way I can start getting wood. It's not a bad idea to do that. And I don't know if I want to bring this out because I don't see any way that it's going to be beneficial to use currently. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead. I do have 2 gold here. If I wanted to try to flip my inventor, I'm 1 gold short. But again, I don't know if I want to waste my mine currently. So I think I'm just going to go with the safe one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to forgo my turn. And I'm going to use it to add a wood sticker on my young forest so that at least it is beneficial. So I'll cross off a wood on my sticker sheet. And this is +1 wood. So that's it. My turn goes away. This stays in play. These are going to go to the discard. Next turn. Let's hope we got some good stuff that we can upgrade now. Okay, so stone. Oof, not amazing. I can discard this to make 2 other cards stay in place. So I could just end my turn and then go into my next turn with some decent goods. What is this upgrade to? Stone. I do need stone. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to upgrade this person. It's a free upgrade. So this goes into my discard pile. And at the end of my turn, I'm going to discard this to make up to 2 other cards stay in play, which are going to be these 2 cards. And then I get to bring 4 more out. So that felt like a really good use of that sanctuary just now. So let's see what we can do with it. Not much, unfortunately. I do have a bunch of gold, but nothing to upgrade except for these plains. These plains go to farmlands, which really at this point is of the same value. So that's not amazing right now. Oh boy. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and use this beekeeper. What's he on the back? Oh, yeah, it's the missionary. That's right. So this beekeeper, I'm going to go ahead and mark an X on here because I'm not going to use the gold production. And this is going to be, when it's complete, I get to add another gold production. So this can actually turn into 2 gold. But it is worth 2 points currently, so that's nice. I do not have any wood in play, which I need to upgrade literally anything on the board at this point, except for this card that I don't want to upgrade because it's not very useful. So do I advance? I think so, because I don't think I want all of these cards to go to waste that I brought in. So we're going to go ahead and bring in some cards, hopefully get a wood. We did not get a wood. Whew. Okay. I'd like to get this one upgraded and get to some more of that exotic fruit tree. All right. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3. Boy, a lot of gold going to waste. Yeah, I'm going to spend 3 to upgrade this shrine, and everything's going to get discarded except for the food barns. Oof. I have 1 card left over here. More than likely going to grab it. So I can gain some gold. I can spend a gold to get a resource. There's some wood, finally, with nothing that needs wood to upgrade, of course. This arsenal's kind of not worth anything to me right now. I am glad I got this card, though. That's nice. I don't know how to upgrade it, though. Oh, that's right. I decided to upgrade it to an arsenal, so I've lost out on the wall. Interesting. Okay. Well, I've got a gold. I've got 3 gold. I can get 4 gold. Oh, do I have any stone? I only have 1 possible stone. Boy, just stuff not coming out in the right manner right now. So I think actually what I might do, gold doesn't do anything for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd love to upgrade that. I'm 1 gold short on that, though. Even if I brought that in. And I might as well bring that in, because it's not going to be able to do anything on its own. I've already discovered the missionary. I don't have stone. At least I don't have enough stone. Very close. Okay. I do have enough gold. All right, cool. Oh, no, I don't. I'm still going to be 1 short. I could discard this friendly card to get 2 gold. I do have enough. All right, I will discard a friendly card to gain 2 gold. I'm going to discard my arsenal. That's a friendly card to me. That's going to produce 2 gold. And here's 2 more gold and a 5th gold to upgrade this market into a festival. And now I have my choice of resources from the festival there, which is really, really nice in the future. So that was that turn. And that's the end of the turn. So we're going to discover 2 more cards. Looks like an event card, a thunderstorm, and a mason coming into the deck. And we'll give these a really good shuffle. So yeah, that felt like another unproductive round, just based on the timing of cards. I don't know really if there's much to do about that. I'm sure when I start looking through this footage, I'm going to realize some very big tactical errors that I made. Probably that turn where I brought 8 cards in and was able to really do nothing with them. That was probably a big mistake that we'll find. But so far, really liking the game. It is, like I said yesterday, or in the previous video, sorry. It's very interesting. There's a lot of really interesting decisions, a lot of tough decisions where you are definitely giving up something in order to get what you want each turn. So that's always a really cool mechanic in games. All right, so new card came out. Mason, he gives me a stone. Or I can spend 2 gold to discover a building project. That sounds cool. Or I could upgrade the Mason to a brick road. Interesting. And then these all give me ways to discover new cards that look like, which I'm going to need because I need 70 more cards in my kingdom. All right. Choose a land in play and gain its production as resources. Okay. I might advance to get access to this wood to upgrade my deep jungle. Or do I I'm going to discover a building project first. No, I'm going to advance. Let's see what we get. Okay, when played, discard the next 3 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3, and then this flips over. Okay, your lands produce double. You may not play any cards. End of turn. Okay. So that was cool. It advanced the time a little bit, but it's going to let my lands produce double. So I actually have, it's just the 1 land, unfortunately. And it's producing, what a shame. Okay. So I can't play any cards, which is a shame because I really wanted 1 more Ooh, one more gold. The tricky part is now my land is producing double. So I have 4 wood, but that's the card I need to upgrade. So I can't do both on that card. And I'm going to be one. Okay, I can still do that. I'm going to do that now. That feels like a good upgrade there. 4 points and it adds a gold to it. So the first thing I would like to do is use this card. I'm going to choose a land in play and gain its production as resources. So I have 2 wood plus 3 more wood. That's a total of 5. That's going to upgrade this card. And this is going to stay in play in future turns. The rest of these are going to go away. This rain event, my lands produce double. I may not play any cards, but at the end of the turn, this comes back over to a thunderstorm. So that's going to be an interesting one. It's going to really accelerate the game a little bit, which might be a good thing because with your deck bloating a little bit, you're going to have to kind of move through them a little faster, but it might discard cards you want. All right, here we go. Sanctuary can become an oratory. Oh, that's really nice. And a temple. We definitely want to upgrade this if possible at some point. All right, I do have 1 wood on top of my deck if I wanted to try to get this entrepreneur upgraded. This barn can stay in play. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn because at the end of my turn, I can discard this to make up to 2 other cards stay in play. So I will leave these 2 in play and grab 4 new cards. Hopefully get not wood. I needed 2 more wood or some way to get wood, and I don't have that. I can get 2, but I'm 1 short. All right. Ugh. This bridge would be nice to upgrade as well, but I don't have the stone to do it right now. I think this is a turn I'm just going to kind of go all in. I'm going to draw 2 more cards. That might do it. Okay, can I get enough wood at this point? I have 1, I have 2. I can generate a 3rd. Oh, I need to mark. I didn't X off that star last time. Or I could upgrade this. It gives me 2 barrels. Oof. That also gets me a barrel and a gold. Lots of cool decisions in here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this exotic fruit tree. But the hotel can then be a cozy pub. Ooh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it with my original plan. So I've got a wood from my servant, a wood from the young forest, and a wood from the festival. I have a coin here. But before I do all of that resource gathering, I will mark an X on my beekeeper first. Then I will do all of that resource gathering in order to upgrade my entrepreneur into a hotel. Then all of this will go to the discard. Okay. All right. Sir Alex comes back into play. No bandits or anybody to deal with right now, though. I don't have enough iron, obviously, to do that ability. I can upgrade a person for free. I don't have a person. Oh, that's cool. I could bring my inventor in by advancing. I might do that. I'm going to do that. Yeah, so let's bring in 2 people. Oh, it's an iron. Not enough still. I need 3. I only have 1. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use my entire turn here to use the school. It's going to upgrade a person in play for free. That flips this card. And I'm going to upgrade this person, the inventor, which Okay. So I'm going to reset this and mark one on the other side, and then I'm going to discover an invention. So this is really cool. That's a really cool card. I'm glad I went after that school. It's really helped me upgrade some people in my deck. All right. Let's see what we got here. Well, I don't think I have any stone under here. I don't know what's under here, though. But I might as well bring them in, because 2 cards isn't really going to do much anyway. So I'm going to gamble here. Okay. It's the Jester. So this is kind of a spend it or lose it moment, because these are going to go away at the end of the round. So let's see what I want to get accomplished. The distant mountain can become a rocky area and then eventually a mine, which is great. My laborer could become a pretend noble. It's worth 4 points, and then I can reset this to add any resource stickers production at any stage of this card without stickers. Which is kind of cool. And I could add a resource sticker to this opportunist, and he would just kind of be decent. All right, I'm gonna hold on to this laborer for now, because I do like the stone production. I can get 3 stone, which is potentially enough to give me this fisherman's cabin upgraded. Oh, so many choices. The plains can become a farmland. I don't know if I need that right now. I really want to get to discover some new cards. And I think the quickest way to do that is probably going to be through here. That's 2 turns away. Wow. I wish I had a chance to get 1 more stone. I could upgrade this lake, but I don't. All right, so what I'm going to use this Jester. I'm going to mark off 2 barrels. No, I'm not. I might get a wood. I can upgrade to a fisherman's cabin. All right, let's. Then fisherman's cabin can become a fishing boat. It becomes seafaring, and I discover a shore. That sounds fun. Or a lighthouse. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do that. I'm going to spend a stone and a stone, and I'm going to generate a wood and a gold with my Jester, so that I can get another wood in order to turn this lake into a fisherman's cabin. That's it. That'll do it. Okay. Well, discovering 2 new cards for my next round. A knight, yikes, and a camp, which is another land. I'm not sure what that's going to do, but we'll see when we get there. So again, feels like I don't accomplish a lot round to round, and I don't know if that's a me problem or maybe just an order of cards problem. Probably a me problem, to be honest. I really appreciate all the decisions that are in this game, though. Really, really cool, agonizing decisions. You're being pulled 3 or 4 different ways in every turn. You've got these cool goals now that I need to accomplish in order to score well. There's a lot going on in a very small rule set. Really appreciate that in games. So let's see what we got here. All right. When the thunderstorm is played, I discard the next 3 cards. Ooh. Yikes. Some decent cards just left. But any land is going to be producing double. I can't play any more cards. So, okay. Choose a land and play, gain its production as resources. This land produces double, so I technically have 4 gold. I don't have anything to spend that gold on. but I can upgrade this to Rocky Land. So I'll use this person to double the gold. Doesn't here to use this creates 2 gold, and flip that. Rocky area gives me the opportunity to get some more stone, which I definitely have seen that I need in the future. This goes back into thunderstorm mode, goes back in the deck, and we start our next turn. All right, there's the Jester. Okay. End of turn. So I could do the thing that I did last time and use this Sanctuary right now in my turn, use the Sanctuary to keep these 2 cards in play, which I might do because this Sanctuary doesn't really do anything for me. I could upgrade it though. Ooh, yeah. I do have 1 stone. Let's go ahead and push our luck here and see what we can do. Okay. I've definitely got the gold for it now. Yeah, here's another Sanctuary. That's funny. Okay, the next card here doesn't do anything for me. Oh boy. All right. I'm 1 stone short. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's spend money to discover a building project. Let's do that. So I'm going to spend this, this farmlands card. And I'm going to spend 2 to discover building project 88 or 89. So let's get into our cards here. 88, 89. All right, so we could choose a perfect tower. What if the perfect tower would be infinitely tall? So be it. Okay, so I can spend stones. So very similar to the army and treasury card. I can spend stones to build the tower. Not a huge fan of that. I think I'm going to take building project 89. I feel like I'm already being pulled in a bunch of different directions here, and I don't need any more to commit to. This is just it's a deep pit that I can turn either into a well, which gives some extra gold production, or I could upgrade it into a pit settlement. And then I can mark it 3 times, and it turns into a prison. Oh, boy. Oh, that's cool. You can put enemies in there. That's neat. All right. So that was a cool thing to discover. I still have the ability to continue my turn. So what I'm going to do, I will end my turn, and I will use my Sanctuary to discard this to make these 2 cards stay in play. The Jester automatically stays in play. Let's see if we can't get this Sanctuary maybe upgraded. Oh, boy. All right. The Dark Knight has come into play. I may not play cards, upgrade, or use time effects. I can spend 3 swords to defeat them. So basically, it has taken away my entire turn, unless I have some way to deal with them, which I don't. So I'm definitely going to need to figure that out. May not play cards, upgrade, or use time effects. So I can't really do anything. So I'm just going to end my turn, and I will discard. I will discard my Sanctuary to keep 2 other cards in play. I'm going to keep my Mine and my Servant. Or do I keep my Camp? Try to upgrade it. Because that gets me another knight eventually. I might do that. I might be able to I'm going to upgrade that right now. Okay. So I will keep my Camp and my Mine in play. Discard the rest. And then 4 new cards come in. Okay. Boy, too bad. Too bad I didn't have this last time. I would have had maybe a chance. I just had 2 people. A third person. Yep. Okay. Interesting. It could have. That's an enemy. No, so I guess I would have been short. That's all right. I am going to upgrade this camp, though, I believe. I don't need swords for anything currently. I could build my army. I don't think I want to do that. So I do have a wood, I do have a gold, and I do have an iron that I can spend to upgrade my camp into a training grounds. And then I can later upgrade that into a knight, which is really nice. Or just spend some gold to gain some swords, which is really good too. All right, all this goes away. Okay. Oh, add 1 resource sticker to a person in play. Interesting. And then I upgrade the school. I don't really have any people that I want to add a sticker to. I could bring my inventor in, though, and do it. I'm going to hold on to that for now. Okay. What do we want to do here? I don't... Okay, this treehouse is going to stay in play too, which might be good. What do I get over here? Yeah, I definitely want to upgrade this card. It costs 2 gold and a wood. But I think I want to do some other stuff first. Because here is... Yeah. All right, neat. Let's bring 2 people into play. Oh! Add 1 resource sticker to a person in play. I might add something to the beekeeper. That's pretty neat. But that's my entire turn. I don't want to do that right now. What I do want to do is use this Inspired Inventor. So I'm going to reset and mark 1x on the other side. Then I'm going to discover an invention 97, 98, or 99, or gain any 1 resource for each x. And it's worth 5 points for each x. So 97, 98, 99. So by doing this, I've now made this card actually worth something. It does go to the discard, but I do get to look at some inventions. 97, 98, 99. Oh, more choices. All right. I've got a spinning wheel, a compass, or an invention. Public punishment. Oh my goodness. All right. And this can upgrade to silk, which is a trade good. I do need those. Yeah, I might go with this. This is fine. It does produce swords, but it's also negative points on all the sides. Torture chamber, post-barbaric state. This isn't... Oh, it does need a lot of iron. All right. Right now... Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I might go after this one next. But for right now, I'm going to take the spinning wheel. And did it say it goes into play or into my discard? Discover an invention. Okay. And that's just going to go, I believe, into my discard pile. These will go back into the cards for later. Hopefully I can get that scientist back for later. That was really cool. Okay, now I've got what I need to do these things. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead, drop my pen cap. I'm going to go ahead and mark the beekeeper, put an X on there, because that'll be nice to have another sticker on it when I'm done. I'm going to not use the school right now. However, I am going to use the hotel and treehouse production. So I'm going to produce, And then as a free action, I'm going to be able to spend that barrel up here. And I now have the 2 gold and 1 wood that I need to upgrade my swampland to a swamp garden, which again, I'm trying to get after these exotic fruit trees later. So that's really cool. I did use my treehouse, so it leaves. Didn't use the jester yet though, so it's going to stay. And I move on. Woo. Okay, a lot of gold. Barn's going to stay in play. I do have this. I have no wood, though, currently, except for that. I have access to 1 more. I could try to upgrade that. That might not be bad. I've got access to some gold. Yeah, let's go ahead and advance 2 here. Oh, can I get 3 wood? No. Because I'd like to get that fishing boat. Okay. Boy, I'd really like to do this. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to spend my jester. And that's going to give me a wood and a gold. And then I can use this festival card to gain another wood, which will give me what I need, 2 wood and a gold to upgrade to this exotic fruit. And then I'll have those barrels to spend later, those trade goods. Again, one of my goals up here, I get 25 points if I have 8 or more production of barrels, which I'm starting to increase that quite a bit. So hopefully that'll be good for later. All right, so moving on to the next round here, I have a stop card. Even more immigrants are longing for a place to follow their dreams, and your kingdom seems to deliver on that promise. This round, instead of discovering 2 cards, look at the next 4 cards. Discover 2 of them and destroy the other 2. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We've got an envoy, an architect, a traveler. I like the travel. I like discovering things. Oh, a land or border. Okay. Let's see what's on the back of these. These can be upgraded with gold. Gets me more people. I do need people cards, so that's pretty good. Destroy one of the following cards in play. Discover an improved version, and currently I don't think I have any of those. Or destroy this. Oh, discover the stone bridge. That's cool. All right, this travel. I think I'm going to take this traveler simply because it's got trade goods on it, and I can start using those to upgrade them as well and start discovering some more lands. And that's going to be important because I do need to have 70 or more cards in my deck at the end of the game, and those lands are going to help do that. There's also a discovery card. I have to spend stone and steel, though, and that production has been rough for me. So I think I'm going to destroy this card, and I think I'm going to destroy, sorry, David, I'm going to destroy the Royal Architect. Our buddy Dave is an architect, so he would be sad to see me do that. But I'll discover these. These will go to my discard pile. I will shuffle these in. And that takes care of that stop card. So yeah, definitely add some new people in here, which is going to, again, add some new goals. Maybe not goals necessarily, but it's going to give me some more things to do, some more ways to open up, some exploration of cards, some discovery, hopefully to help meet the goals that I've already got out here on the board. So I am really happy we've sleeved these cards. I could not imagine trying to shuffle this many cards over and over again each round without them, just being able to mass shuffle them together. So thank you, Brian. All right, here we go. All right, there's that envoy already coming up. And there's that pit, which we need wood to upgrade. I don't have any wood right now, so I think the pit's going to go kind of untouched right now. Really shame is I have 2 stone, but nothing to spend it on currently. All right, well, I also don't have any gold to use the envoy. Interesting. I might advance. I have 2 gold, I guess. I need 3. I will advance and try to get a gold. I did get one. Definitely not going to be able to advance this. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's spend 1, 2, 3 gold, and I'll use my turn to discover the traitor. So these will all get discarded, and I'm going to be discovering the traitor, which is card 119. And here it is. Oh, it's just another one of these. Okay. I guess I didn't realize that that's all that was. That's okay, because it's another person card, which again meets my my strength and numbers goal that I have up here. Okay, so that's cool. It's also an opportunity to get some more points too. All right, more stone. Nowhere to spend the stone. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in here. Another swamp garden, because I would like to upgrade it. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and mark off this. And when it's complete, I add 1 sticker as production to the beekeeper. So sticker 1 is a gold. So the beekeeper is now producing an extra gold, which is good. Okay, use that. Not going to be able to use this knight here. Don't really have anything to use it on, and I don't have any iron in play. So what I'd like to do is upgrade this swamp garden. I can use this treehouse right here. So we'll spend the treehouse. That stays in play though. Do I have any other way to generate wood? I do if I advance. I don't know if I want to advance though and risk having something bad come out. But I could then use that wood and keep this for when I want it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to advance. Oh, that was helpful. Okay. All right. So I will use this gold and this wood to upgrade my swamp garden into exotic fruit trees. When I do that, my turn ends, but I'm going to use a sanctuary in order to keep these 2 cards in play. So that was pretty beneficial use of that turn. Okay. Oh, here's the jester. They're going to hang out over there. All right. Two wood and 2 stone. I currently have 2 stone. I do not have 2 wood. I do have 2 wood. Do I turn the chapel into a church? Probably. It's very expensive to then upgrade it again, but I can discover a priest, which again is another person that I need. Lots of cool choices. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I've got 2 stone there. I will spend my treehouse to get the wood, and the barn's going to stay in play. That's going to give me the resources I need to upgrade my chapel into a church for later. These are all leave. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh. Oh, this is cool. I'm going to do this. I'm going to advance to get to these 2 barrels. I'm going to use those barrels to discover this land here in a second, as soon as I make sure there's nothing else I need to do currently. These are going to hang out. Oh, I could have used my jester's barrels. That was dumb. That's okay. That's okay. That's not okay. Let's use my... I'm going to cheat here a little bit And I'm going to use my Jester barrels instead to do the discovery here, because that's a waste. I'm going to go ahead and cross off those barrels. I now have access to 2 barrels there, plus a 3rd barrel here, which is going to get me this land 126. Oh no, that's just an action. Oh. I can upgrade them. Okay, I don't want to do any of that yet. Okay. Oh boy. This is another example here of me getting excited and not actually looking at the card thoroughly. So I was conflating the upgrade cost with the action that's available. So I think what I'm going to do, firstly, before anything, I'm going to go ahead. I do want to discover that land, because that's, I think, going to be important to get those lands. But I'm going to go ahead and use this hotel for its resources, just to mark off another barrel on my export track. I'm now at 4. So that'll go away. These aren't going to be used. There's not really anything to do with them. But I'm going to spend my turn. I'm going to discover land 126. So these can go to the discard pile. We'll go in there and get land 126. Okay. Pine forest. So some wood. Okay. Again, not an amazing card by any means. It's some resources, but again, it goes towards my expanding borders goal up there. So, all right. All right, so a little takesy-backsy. That's okay. That's the great thing about solo games. So, where are we at here? We've got some fruit trees. So I think I will possibly just spend those on my exports again. Nothing to upgrade, unfortunately. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's upgrade this mine. So I've got resources here to spend first. So I have 2 barrels on my fruit tree. And I'm just going to spend those here. So that makes 6 total. And that'll be really nice. Once I get to 10, I'll be able to put 1, 2, or 3 sticker. So either a gold, a wood, or a stone onto 1 land. For right now, though, I'm going to spend... Oh, shoot, I only have 2 wood. I need 3 wood. Boo. I will advance to get to this here. So I will then have 2 3 wood in order to turn my mine into a deep mine, which is producing an extra iron, which is going to be really important for a lot of the buildings that I've seen. I think that was a good use of that turn there. So, okay, here's my inventor again. I would really like to get them upgraded as well. Okay. Add 1 resource sticker to any person in play. Interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my Jester to discard the top card of my deck. So I'm going to discard the Jester in order to get rid of this Dark Knight that was looming there on my next turn. I don't have any gold to upgrade. Oh, I do. This is a building, though, unfortunately, not a land. Because this card copies a land. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my turn. And I'm going to discard my Sanctuary in order to keep my Field Worker and my Inventor in play. And then the school building will go out. 1, 2, 3, 4 is all I have. So when played, discard the next 3 cards in your deck. I don't have any more, so I just can't do that. And then this flips over. Okay. I imagine, although potentially it's not an optional effect, but what if I can't do the effect? Does the card still flip? When played, discard the next 3 cards of your deck, then do this. It's not dependent, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that. I think that's the whole point of it. And if I played that wrong, I played that wrong, but that that makes sense to me. It's obvious, it's destroying things, but it's also helping produce. All right. Ooh, I can turn my spinning wheel. Oh, again, so many great decisions. I want to flip my inventor over, but I also want to upgrade my spinning wheel. They're on the same turn. That stinks. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my food barns, and then I'll use my field worker to double my plains gold into 2 instead of 1. So I have 4 gold. I'm going to upgrade my inventor, and that will be the round. This flips back over, and we shuffle. So we're going to add a couple more cards. What do we got? Mighty Mound. It's just a land. And, ooh, a witch, who is an enemy. Ooh, which requires a lot of swords that I don't have. Yikes. All right. Neat. That felt like a better round, at least in my brain. It probably wasn't, but it felt like I got a lot more done that I wanted to get done. I definitely felt like I did some positive things to work toward these 3 goals over here. We got some more trade goods. We got some more people in our deck. We did discover another new land and have the ability to discover even more lands moving forward with some of the cards we've kind of unlocked. So I thought that was a pretty good round. We are on card, I just drew number 53. So I think I'll probably play maybe another round or 2 here and call that session 2. I don't want to go too long on these sessions, just to kind of break up the time a little bit. But I'm definitely having a lot of fun with the game, so could definitely sit here and just play it till it was done. But let's jump into our next turn. All right, there's a card just came in. The mound just came in. It doesn't really do anything right now, but I can upgrade it to get some gold in the future and possibly a trade good, and then I can discover a town, and it's a furthest thing. I'd really like to do this. I would really like to upgrade the traveler to a different traveler so that I can get a different land. I don't have any trade goods currently, though, which is what I need to upgrade that. So that's unfortunate. I also don't have any wood to upgrade this. I also don't have any of these things for this. So what I might do, and I don't think I want to upgrade this labor. I think I'm kind of comfortable with that stone being in play. And maybe later I will try to get it upgraded to get the 4 points. But right now I think I'm just going to keep that stone. So I think what I'll do is I will end my turn. I will pass. And I will discard my sanctuary. And when I discard my sanctuary, I will get to keep 2 of these in play. I'm going to keep the Traveler and the Mighty Mound in there. I see I have some wood coming up, so I might be able to get the Mighty Mound upgraded. But I'm also hoping maybe I can get this Traveler upgraded. So I'll keep those 2 in play right now. And I will just get rid of this Laborer, which feels bad getting rid of a stone, but I don't have any way to use it right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there's my Jester, so that's cool. What else we got? Oh, my Inventor. Definitely want to do the Inventor right now. So this is a reset and mark 1 on that side. Then I'm going to discover a card. I think I already know which one I want. So I'm going to go ahead and mark one of these. I'm going to go ahead and dive in here. I believe it's card number 98 that I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, card number 98 is the compass, which kind of unlocks some gold. It also can unlock some other items here. This one's going to take a little longer to develop because I have to mark left to right on this, I believe. Boy, I hope I'm not using this jester wrong then. Unless you get to choose. I'll have to look that rule up. I might have played that wrong. This symbol means you must mark an unmarked checkbox on the card, small square. If the space has an icon in it, do what it says. If it is a resource icon, gain that resource. Most cards explain the purpose of marking them. It doesn't say you have to go left to right. So hopefully that's correct. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look that rule up, especially before I get this card flipped and want to start taking barrels potentially. So that'll go away. I use my inventor card to get that. So back to the task at hand. I don't believe I'm going to have enough trade goods to get this traveler. Yes, I do. I sure do. All right, I'm gonna dive in. Again, if I'm playing this wrong, there's no undoing this because I have already used so many of these X's here on this jester. So we're just gonna have to pretend like I'm allowed to do it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and cross off 2 trade goods here from the jester. I'm gonna use this trade good from the hotel that I'm getting as well. Those 3 trade goods will go towards upgrading this traveler to a different version of the traveler so that later on I can discover that land. My treehouse gets to stay in play, and everything else goes away. All right, let's see. All right, we got this witch. It's worth negative points. I can spend 4 swords to defeat it. I don't see any swords in my deck anywhere except for the 1 knight, I believe. Or I could discard 3 persons to flip this card. That's interesting. And then at the end of my turn, I discover the next 2 cards from my box. Oh. Interesting. I don't know if I like that. That's going to really speed the game up. Okay, so I might spend 3 persons. It's going to become a witch cabin. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. So let's go ahead and dig into this pile. I know there's one. Oh no. That knight was in a really bad place. So I cannot play cards. I cannot upgrade, and I cannot use turn end effects. I can spend 3 cards. I don't have 3 persons, unfortunately. I only have 2, so I cannot get rid of the witch. Oof. That was real bad timing with this knight. I would have dug back in here and tried to get another person card out of there. Or if I hadn't used my jester already, I would have had 3 persons that I could have discarded. Bummer. Okay. Either way, this is going to flip. So I cannot upgrade. I can spend gold. I might want to do that. I can spend 4 gold to discover the priest. Let's do that. It doesn't say I can't do one-time effects, immediate effects. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. I just can't upgrade cards. So I have 2 gold here, a 3rd gold, and this servant will get me a gold. So that's 4 gold to discover the priest. So again, no upgrading, just using immediate effects. And the priest is card 104. And that'll come in as another person. Again, need people for my strength and numbers goal. This goes away. This stays in play. Ooh, I don't know if I did that right the first time. Oh no, it's a passive effect. It always applies. It does not stay in play. Okay. So it will discard. But, yikes. All right, so the witch, it says at the end of the turn, discover the next 2 cards from your box. So I'm discovering the next 2 cards. One of them I have to make a decision about. Lord Ethan. I can discover cooperation or estate and then mark one of these. Or I can go with Lord Nimrod. Discover rival and raid. Oh, and this gives me access to source. I might have to take this just because it's more fighty, unfortunately. So I will take Lord Nimrod, which is just a silly name for a card, and the Scribe is the other card entering currently. The knight goes away. It does not stay in play. And then I flip this over. So, Witch Cabin. Okay, so later on, I can spend cards to defeat it. I can destroy a person. Oh. Or at the end of the turn, I can discover the next 2 cards from the box and then destroy this. So this is going to start eating some more time away if I don't have a way to get rid of it next time. So going to need to do that. This stays in play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, Thunderstorm. When played, discard the next 3 cards, which were pretty decent resource producers. That's okay. This is going to flip over. My land is now producing 4 gold and 2 stone, none of which I need right now. I can upgrade my spinning wheel. I think that's what I'm going to do, as to not waste any more cards. So I will go ahead and spend the golds on the spinning wheel upgrade. Boom. End of the turn. Thunderstorm flips over, goes back into my deck. Ooh, some trade goods. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to use them on, really, except for the export card. All right, I do have 2 stone. And I could potentially upgrade the Sanctuary. I would like to get the Sanctuary upgraded for sure. But I need some gold, so I'm going to go ahead and advance. Okay, no people in place. This is no good. All right, but I believe I'm 1 gold short. I have 2 golds. I need 3. And I don't see any other way to generate them. So we will advance again, knowing that that knight is out of there. Or that enemy knight is out of there. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm gonna make a note to myself on this card. I went ahead and took 88. Do not take 89. Or maybe I took 89. I don't know. I'm just gonna cross this effect off, basically. Don't do this. To remind myself. I don't want to do that anymore. Oh. Or is there anything good that I can upgrade? What did this mason get me? A brick road. Ooh, interesting. I do have the items I need to upgrade the mason. I think I'd rather upgrade the Sanctuary, though. Because those have been really clutch, letting me keep cards in play for the next round and then kind of using those. Could also, if I have 3 stone, which I do, I could turn this bridge into a stone. That's what I want to do. That's really what I want to do. That gets me access to these explorers. So I'm going to spend... before I do any of this, let's use these 2 trade goods just to mark here, getting me a little closer. This is going to be staying in play. I'm going to spend then a stone, and a stone on these 3 cards in order to upgrade this bridge into a stone bridge. Those will disappear. At the end of the turn, I will discard this to keep these in play and start my next turn. Okay. Oh, I can discover... I've already discovered Trader. I should start marking these off, make sure I don't start discovering things multiple times. In fact, there's a trader I discovered. Interesting. Wish I had some iron to get this training grounds upgraded, but I don't. There's none out here. I just I just spent the 2 that I would need the previous turn. Bummer. I don't have gold to upgrade. I do have wood. I could upgrade this fisherman's cabin. I've been wanting to do that to get to the fishing boat. I think I might do that. So I will spend these 2 cards here to produce 3 wood to upgrade this fishing cabin into a fishing boat. And then later on I can discover another card that way. These will all go away, unfortunately. Let's see what we can do here. Whoa. Oh, neat. Oh, not neat. Okay. I could upgrade that with 3 wood. I do have 3 wood, but I don't know if I want to do that. I might as well. So I will spend my 2 trade goods first on this, and that is going to open up in between rounds. I can add a sticker to a land, so that's going to be helpful moving forward. So I'm then going to spend 3 wood that Lumberjack is producing to upgrade the farmlands into food barns. Everything else disappears. And we bring in our last 4 cards. And doesn't look like there's much to do with them. I don't have enough iron to upgrade my knight. So this feels like a turn where I might just use my sword that the knight is producing to do my army action up here to start building my army. Because currently I haven't done any of that. I cannot upgrade any of these. I don't... Oh, yeah, you know what? That's unnecessary, but I could do that. So I'll use... I will use the sword from Sir Alex to cross off my first army space. These cards feel very unattainable at this time because I feel like I want to do everything else and kind of avoid those, but I think those are going to be important. There's a lot of points available on there. All right, so that was the end of that round. Before I get started here, I will do between rounds. I can use effects I've reached enough trade goods for to mark an X. So I've reached 10. And I get to put a sticker 1, 2, or 3 on a land. And those stickers are gold, wood, or stone. I feel like stone is going to be super important. And I want to find maybe one that I can double up. Like this deep, that deep pit's upgradable. Maybe find one that's not upgradable. And it's got to be a land. Has to be a land. Sticker 1, 2, or 3 on one land. So let's look through. This feels like a very boring part of the game, but it feels really important too. This rocky area can be upgraded to a quarry. So if I put the sticker on there, I would have no reason to want to upgrade it. And that's fine because I don't need to get to another mine, I don't think. So that's a very real possibility. I think I want stone. Like I said, stone feels very important at this point. And I don't have, I guess, as much as I want. I could also, yeah, the pit doesn't feel great because that's going to want to be upgraded pretty quickly. Yeah, same thing here with another rocky area. I could use that. All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and we're going to add another stone to this rocky area. So +1 stone on there. And that is going to end that round. And I think I'm going to hold off there. I think I'm going to stop there. I made it through card 55. So that was a pretty long round. Our deck is getting quite thick at this point. So rounds are obviously going to be starting to take a lot longer. We got a lot accomplished. We got some new goals. I think the last couple rounds here, I've done a pretty good job of trying to tailor towards those 3 goals. Discovering a lot of new lands, new people, trying to get those trade goods. I have quite a few trade goods in here at this point, so I'm excited about that. I think I might actually have 8, or if not, very close to 8. And those have been helpful so far, getting this export and getting that thing on there that I just put the stone on there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to scour this video again before I post it for some rules mistakes. I am positive I probably made some. So hopefully I'll put some notes on the screen like it did in the first session to let you know where I messed up. I'm sure I made even worse strategic decisions. Again, if I see something glaringly obvious that I did, stupid decisions that I made, I'll put a note on the screen like it did in the first video. But thanks for watching. We appreciate you sticking around for session 2. Session 3 should be out hopefully in the next week or so. So give it a look. We'll see you later.